Hello, friends. Happy Mario Day. Welcome to another exciting installment of Mike and Matt Rank the Atari 2600, or Matt and Mike Rank 600 games. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, sure.
We are here on a very windy Sunday. That was Mike you just heard, platformer professor, and of course, I'm Matt, arcade archivist.
Hey.
And we are here to take a scholarly look at some Atari 2600 games. We have a list of 30.
Yeah, man. Top 30.
And by the end of this episode, we'll have a list of 36. Last time was very exciting. We found a new bottom of the list in Springer.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks to our platformer professor. And we found Firefighter, which is a top 10 game. That one was pretty cool.
The game is pretty cool. And we had a right at number 10 as well with Donkey Kong.
Yeah, top 10 game. Pretty good version of Donkey Kong. Are you ready to jump in?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay, I should probably say this more often. I put it in the video description, but flashing warning. If you are sensitive to flashing or flickering, the Atari 2600 is a bad experience for you. Just a heads up for anyone who didn't see the description.
100% with the first game that I'm bringing. Yeah, big time.
Right, and probably a couple of mine as well.
Yeah.
But I think we're starting with my game first this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, excellent. Let us bring up ye old emulator and load up some Chuck Norris Superkicks.
Oh boy.
This game was initially released by Zonox in 1983. It was re-released by Telesys eventually as Kung Fu Superkicks when they lost the Chuck Norris license. As far as I can tell, it's basically the same game. So you are Chuck Norris, or as the manual says, quote unquote, Chuck Norris.
Oh, and, really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's in quotes in the manual. I'm not sure why. And you have 6 minutes to make your way to the monastery. Something's going on there, and they need Chuck Norris to come in and beat some people up. You have a path you can walk down with multiple routes you can take. And you don't want to walk in the grass because that makes time go down much faster.
Yeah, I realized that because I like immediately went from 6 minutes to like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you're going to need a few attempts to get that part of it down. And I would just kill by a ninja star by the first enemy.
Do I have to like beat up a certain amount of enemies? Son of a... Oh my god.
So there are 7 stages of enemies you need to beat. So the first guy you run into is a member of the Yakuza who throws ninja stars at you.
Okay.
And in order to defeat him, you have to use one of Chuck Norris's patented kicking techniques. So if you hold down on the controller and press the button, it does a thrust kick.
Yeah.
Which is how you take out the Yakuza. If you hold left or right and press the button, you can block the ninja stars, but only if it hits your arm. If it hits any other part of your body, you still die. And there are 3 Yakuza here on the first screen you need to defeat.
Boy, and it's really, and like just the fact that they can run into you and knock you down is not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, so I'm on screen 3 here. This enemy is described in the manual as I guess it's pronounced Dorobo. I'm not sure if that means anything. But to defeat them, you have to use another patented Chuck Norris kung fu technique, which is the punch. And
oh god.
And to perform the punch, you hold up on the controller and press the button. So punch these guys, they go flying off the screen. They can throw ninja stars at an angle, so relatively dangerous compared to the Yakuza.
Just took a ninja star right in the face.
Yeah, that's not where you want to get a ninja star.
Oh.
All right, so now I have Ronin to defeat, and so now at stage 3, or they call it screen 4 because the screen where you're walking down the path is screen 1. But to defeat these guys, you have to do a punch and then a super kick. So.
Oh, are you flipping kidding me? There's like shit in the way so that direction isn't the way to go? Are you kidding?
Yeah, there's like a trial and error thing. You will encounter obstacles and you have to.
Oh my god, I have to fight these guys again?
Yeah.
Oh, ninja star right in the face again. Dirty buttholes. Oh my god, stop bouncing me around. Oh my god.
Ninja star to the butt.
Ugh. Okay, killed one of them.
Oh wait, these are Ronin. Okay, so I need to do a thrust kick and then a super kick.
Oh, how the hell do you do the super kick?
It's the way you block in screens 2 and 3. Instead of blocking, it does like a somersault kick now.
Oh, son of a... Beat 2 of them and the third one just ninja stars me right in the face.
I think it's unfair that Chuck Norris doesn't get ninja stars.
Yeah. Why doesn't he have ninja stars?
Probably some bullcrap about fighting with honor.
Oh my god. I went the wrong way again. Okay, we're just gonna end this run and start again.
Yeah. The super kick doesn't seem to be working. Which is very strange. Oh, okay. So I think one of them requires a thrust kick and the other one requires a super kick.
Oh, he knocked me down and then he threw a fucking star in my face.
Whoa. The 1-2.
What an ass.
Oh, I have to fight these dudes again. That sucks.
Oh, shit.
Okay, 2 seconds. I can do this.
2 seconds.
Nope.
Oh, you flippin' butt.
All right, back to square one. All right, Yakuza, thrust kick. No problem. No probalo.
Come on, throw your damn ninja star. Thank you. Oh!
Okay. All right, I'm starting over. All right, Yakuza, thrust kick. No problem.
So what's the story of this nonsense?
So there's something going down in the monastery. It's not really very specific. Some dire events transpiring, and Chuck Norris needs to get there and help. Oh. And on the way, you fight wave after wave of dudes trying to stop you. You start out as a gray belt, and with each subsequent fight, your belt color increases.
Oh, so I didn't even notice that.
You have to get up to black belt before you're strong enough to take on the monastery. I haven't seen the monastery yet, and that may not be a thing that'll happen during this episode. But that's the idea. You would think Chuck Norris would already be a black belt.
You would think.
Because that's kind of his whole thing. He's like a black belt in 3 different martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe this is like a new martial art.
Okay, I'm going to be really mad if I go this way and it's not the right way. Okay. I gotta
Right.
kick that guy.
Punch.
I have to
Punch.
punch this guy? No. Oh, okay. Oh. Look. That. I have to. Oh, there we go. 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 I did it. Oh. Huh.
Good job.
Oh, fuck. It killed me.
Aw. Yeah, the whole mechanic with the brambles blocking your way and having to back up and choose a different route fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think it's the worst. The actual fighting isn't that bad.
It's just really annoying when you like keep running into them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, doing the flippies.
But at least it's like somewhat forgiving. Like the only way to really die is to get hit by a ninja star.
Yeah.
Otherwise you just get knocked down.
I get knocked down. How many of these fucking dudes do I gotta kill?
If you're on screen 4, then 5.
Okay, got him, got him, got him. Okay, I swear to God, they're. Oh, it's the fucking wrong way. God damn it. I'm gonna run out of time.
Yeah, your greatest enemy in this game is some sticks.
Yeah. Oh, poop. Do the flip.
Dudes throwing ninja stars at you, relatively low stakes. But if you encounter some sticks in your path, there's just no way Chuck Norris can deal with that kind of threat.
Come on, Chuck. Bruh. Stop taking those ninja stars directly in the face. My dude.
Yeah, and once you lose the ability to block, you really don't have a great defense against them.
That sucked. He hit me mid-flip.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah, you should really have iframes during the super kick.
Oh, he did it again. Oh, well, there goes the time. Alright, one more time. I went this way first. But now I just want to do flips all the time, because that's fun.
It is fun.
Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh.
It's so fun they named the game after it.
Shite.
Oh.
Come on, come on. Throw it. Throw it. Thank you.
Damn tree branch.
Okay. Not the first one.
These bushes in the middle of the path look kind of like Shrek.
Yeah, they do.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Shrek didn't exist at this time, but the character was probably based on those bushes, if I had to guess.
Okay, punch that fool. Punch that fool. Punch that fool. Let's go. It's fucking speed running this shit. Beat the second one. On to the third one. We have to do the flippy dippy.
The flippy dippy do.
Oh. Yeah, in the face. In the face.
The patented Chuck Norris flippy dippy do system of martial arts.
Yeah. In the face. No, don't you do it. Okay. The other guy did it. One more. Hey, let's go. Made it past that level. Oh no!
Nice.
No, the branch is there. What? It changed. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's random.
It's fucking random? Really?
I think so.
Oh, what an ass.
I agree.
Oh, get dodged, bitch. I dodged your little bullshit fucking throw, fool. Oh god.
And the sticks don't show up until you're like right on top of them.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like you have to go all the way to the end of the path before you can know that it's the wrong path.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna go down the middle. Oh. So what do I got to do with these guys?
So the next one would be Tengu, which is punch and super kick.
Oh, really? I just super kicked him and he died.
Yeah, I'm not. So the manual says exactly who you fight on each stage, how many, and how you defeat them. And for everything past from like the third battle scene and on, it has something and then super kick. So
the bastard.
On screen 6, you're fighting Goemon, and the way you defeat them is thrust kick, punch, super kick. And I don't know, I assume that meant you had to do those 3 moves in a row. But it seems like some of the enemies are vulnerable to one of the moves and some of them are vulnerable to another move. Like these Ronin here, some of them seem to be vulnerable to thrust kick, some of them seem to be vulnerable to super kick, and it's just it's another kind of trial and error aspect.
Well, I will say so far, I haven't run into a single one of them that I can't just super kick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'm just doing it wrong then.
I mean, but I may, oh, son of a bitch. I may also be playing on like is there like difficulties or something?
I think you can set the difficulty switch to advanced and the game's a little harder in some way. I read the manual. I don't have it up right now, but it didn't strike me as something we needed to look at.
I was thinking maybe that the difficulty switch was the thing that made it to where you had to do that at a certain point, or...
Oh, could be, yeah.
Oh, you didn't. You dirty dog.
All right. So yeah, I was just doing the super kick wrong. You have to... Like, you sort of have to land right in front of them at the end of the little flip.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hit them mid-flip. But yeah, once I figured that out, these guys are a little easier.
Well, I will... Oh, God. I will say the super kick's a little forgiving. Like, they don't have to be directly in front of you to get it to work.
Oh, that's good.
How many of these fucking levels are there?
6.
Oh my god, there's no way I'm gonna make it in time. Oh, I just took a throwing star in the ass again.
Yeah, that'll slow you down.
Yeah, I would imagine having to dig that out wouldn't be very fun. Well, okay.
Yeah,
that's GG.
You never saw that part on Walker Texas Ranger.
Him having to dig it out of his ass cheek? No.
Yeah. No, you had to order the unrated DVD for that.
Oh boy. I think I'm done with this.
Okay. I have 2 minutes left in this run, and I just made it to the Tengu. So
all right.
Now that I'm doing the super kick a little better, let me see how far I can make it here. I have 66,000 points, which is the best that I've done.
I think I had 70 something was the best I've done so far.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't quite pick up on exactly how the super kick worked when I was practicing.
It's okay. I'm still haven't failed to get fucking throwing star in the face at the very beginning of the damn game.
Yeah. It's quite easy for that to happen.
Oh my god. Make up your mind if you're going to turn around or walk away from me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, and you just did it. Oh, okay, you didn't kill me. Good lord. took like an entire minute. Oh, and then I just walked out the damn thing. Alright, well, let's go this way and see if this is the same. Oh, you hit me in the foot! Aw, it's BS.
Not your kicking foot.
This is my other foot, actually.
Oh.
Bastard.
This is my foot. This is my other foot.
Oh, no.
One's for kicking, one's for fun. Okay, I'm ready to rank.
Okay. Let me see if this is a stick or not. If this is a stick, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
Nope, it's not. I'm gonna go one more here.
Let me bring up the old list here. Oh, look at that. It just scrolled to the bottom randomly. That's weird. Well, let's leave it here for now. Let's see how things play out.
I don't know. The flip kick's pretty fun, man.
Yeah. The super kick is... I mean, it's novel.
It's novel. Oh, okay.
I don't like the little taunting music that it plays when you lose a round.
Yeah.
It goes like, nee, 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 nee.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
It's pretty annoying.
It is.
Okay. So Chuck Norris's super kick, was that what this was called?
Chuck Norris super kicks.
Super kicks. Chuck Norris super kicks. Oh boy. I mean, I will say the controls are better than Alfred Challenge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think this game is somewhat playable.
Yeah, I mean, we got to like level 4. That's way better than we did for Alfred Challenge.
That's true. I think it's better than Dragster.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dragster's very just one note, and like even knowing, like even knowing what you need to do, it's still fucking hard not to just immediately blow your engine. It's so weird.
Yeah, the only thing that redeems Dragster is it has that instant restart.
Yeah.
You can just keep restarting until you get it. I think this is better than I Want My Mommy. Very similar games tonally.
Very similar.
Yeah. It's better than Blackjack.
Yeah.
I'd rather play it than Cocoa Nuts.
I think it's very kind of on the same level as Spider-Man.
Yeah. I think the controls are a little bit more precise than Spider-Man.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. I don't know. It still has the. I don't know about you, but I kept getting fucking like knocked sideways by guys because they would just all of a sudden decide to turn around and move towards me instead of walk away, and like constantly had issues with that.
And that is annoying. I don't think it's as annoying as missing a shot in Spider-Man and falling back to the bottom.
True.
I think that's like a more frustrating, more time-consuming setback than in Chuck Norris.
Okay. Do you think the gauntlet of Gauntlet is more annoying than the gauntlet of Chuck Norris?
I think it is. I think Chuck Norris, there's less shit you have to deal with at the same time.
True. True.
The Ninja Stars are difficult to dodge, but I was kind of starting to get it, like the timing of when I can approach safely and when I can't.
Yeah.
It does sort of happen with a rhythm, as opposed to Gauntlet, where everything is just coming at you randomly at the same time, constantly. But I think I'd rather play Megaforce than Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, as frustrating as Megaforce is with having to like basically just inch forward, like I I went back and I played that game a little bit, and I kind of started to get the hang of like the like bobbing and weaving up and down as you go and shooting kind of um like dance that it wants you to do, to where
Yeah,
it actually wasn't as bad, and you could actually just kind of you didn't have to just inch forward to like be able to actually progress. So um yeah, I would
yeah,
say I go ahead.
and I think Megaforce it looks cool and it has better sound effects than Chuck Norris.
Oh, 1,000%, yes. It has
Um,
way better sound effects, and just the world itself is just more interesting to look at in general.
yeah, agreed. So Chuck Norris Super Kicks new number 20.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds good. Uh, I did not want to do that up there. I was looking at your cursor again.
Oops.
I'm blue. No, it's my fault. All right, so new number 20, best Atari 2600 game of all time. Chuck Norris Super Kicks, aka Kung Fu Super Kicks.
Oh,
Congrat.
is that what it was also called?
Yeah, it was re-released by Telesys without the Chuck Norris license later on,
Mm,
but
okay.
same game as far as I can tell.
Hmm. Interesting.
All right, well that wasn't as bad as I expected. Uh,
No, no. To be a Chuck Norris game, I expected it to be like down at the bottom.
yeah, me too. And it wasn't at the top, but it's not like the worst game I've ever played.
Definitely no. Oh my god, excuse me. I can't stop yawning today. Okay.
Fucking daylight savings, man.
Dude, it's fucking me up.
Yeah, me too. But we will soldier on because the science must be done.
Absolutely. All right.
So
So the first game that I brought is one that a lot of people probably know. It does have a bit of a history, and it is Haunted House.
yes, I'm very excited to have a look at this one.
So this game is really, 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 really cool. Um, the
Okay, give me just a sec. It's
oh,
not picking up. It's not picking up the video. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
oh,
Go ahead.
okay. It's a 1982 game by Atari. The objective of the game is you're a person in a haunted house. There's 4 levels, 6 rooms in each level. And you're trying to find 3 pieces of a vase and get out of the house before you lose 9 lives. There's a spider, a bat, and a ghost that are trying to kill you. And you have the button causes lights, causes you to light a match, which is the flashing red portion that makes it to where you can see what's on the ground. You can't see anything on the ground until you light a match.
Okay.
There's like a wand looking thing. They call it a scepter. That if you pick that up, it makes it to where as long as you're holding that, you can't be hit by any of the enemies. They'll still put out your fire. It has like a thing where occasionally there'll just be like wind that'll blow out your thing as well. The screen will flash when an enemy gets close to you. So that was kind of what I meant by like some of the flashing stuff, because it will flash.
Yeah. Definitely
And
some intense flashing effects going on.
yeah. And if you play in the later levels, there's locked doors you have to find a key to unlock.
Oh.
Um, So the playing on level 1 is the like is the beginner, like teaching you how to play the game stage, because you can see the map still. I recommend doing that just so you get a hang of like what you're expected to do. But the game is by far way cooler when you play normally, where you can't see anything at all. Because that's when you get the like full effect of like what the game is actually trying to do, because it has some really cool ideas.
So kind of like Adventure in that respect.
Yes. And like Adventure, you can only hold. I already found everything I needed. Like Adventure, you can only hold one item at a time.
Right. Yeah, I just found the scepter and I dropped. I'm assuming these squiggly pieces or these.
Yes, those are pieces of the vase. It's like one piece is a handle, another piece is the other side of the handle, and then the squiggly thing in the middle is the middle part of it.
Okay, and I need to find 3 of them to win.
Yes.
Well, I have 2 of them.
Oh, and there's I just noticed there's a super cute thing. When you win, you can still move your eyes around, like the
Nice.
the dots on the eyes. That's cute. So yeah, once you do that, you'll want to get to at least play on level 2, because that makes it to where it's entirely dark, and then you get the really cool effect of when you light your match. Yeah, you're literally just showing what the match shows, and that's it, which is really, really cool. But you also have this really cool effect of when you move from one room to another, there's a door, which it doesn't do in the practice stuff. So you have this effect of like, if there's a monster in one of the rooms, you run to the other room. You run to another room, shut the door behind you, and the monster can't get to you.
Oh, I see.
But the ghost will, obviously, since it's a ghost, go through the walls and try and still get you. So you basically want to run to the next floor if the ghost gets near you. And then of course the higher difficulties, the higher difficulties just do things like there's keys, and there's the key like I mentioned, as well as like the ghosts will be smarter and that type of stuff, and the enemies in general will be smarter.
So do you have a limited number of hits before you lose?
Yes, the 9 in the right hand corner, you have 9 like lives.
Right, yeah, you mentioned the 9 lives, sorry.
That's fine.
And it seems like you have an unlimited number of matches.
Yeah, that's the scoring system basically, is like you want to try and use as few matches as possible type of stuff. But otherwise, it literally doesn't matter. Like, you have infinite matches.
Right. So try to finish with as few matches as possible.
Right. Yeah, that's basically your objective, is to try and finish with as few matches, like with using as few matches as possible. Oh man,
I found the last piece. Where do I go?
So you go back to the first floor, and towards the middle right is the exit.
Okay, what color is the first floor?
Oh shit. It's blue. Blue, yeah.
Blue. Okay. Yeah, I'm having a little trouble like visualizing how everything connects to each other. Alright, I saw blue just a second ago. Where'd it go?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Hey, I won.
Yep. So I just beat level 2 only using 8 matches.
Nice.
Which is that's the best I've by far the best I've done. You get used to the layout. So basically, the way it works is each one of the rooms is like the same. Like each floor is the same. And the way it works is the upper right, at the very top is I think it's an upstairs. It has like a map that shows. Yes. Oh, actually, I guess it alternates, doesn't it? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So basically, the way you have to think about it is the lower right hand corner and the upper left hand corner are upstairs, on the first floor, and then those change to downstairs, and then it's the opposite side that's an upstairs on the second floor, and then also the middle left is an up as well on the second floor, and then it changes to a down, and then it basically just alternates again. And then once you get to the fourth floor, there are 3, like the upper right, lower left, and the middle left all don't have anything because you can't go any further up.
Hmm.
And then it also shows you where the locked doors are, if you play on difficulties 3 through 8. And then I forget what difficulty 9 is. Oh, maybe it's only difficulty. It only goes up to 8, I think. Yeah, if you play on difficulty 8, the scepter does nothing. Like, it doesn't even protect you from. Well, it doesn't protect you from the ghost. It protects you from the bat and the Oh no, there is a difficulty 9. It protects you from the bat and the spider, but it doesn't protect you from the ghost. The ghost will still come after your ass.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know what difficulty 9 does. Where is it? It says there's a difficulty 9, but it doesn't say what it does. Oh, and also there's a difficulty switch for the left. You want to make sure it's in B, because when you play with the lights out, occasionally there'll be flashes of lightning that'll show you the area, which is really, really cool effect.
Yeah, those have been very helpful.
Oh, here we go. Game 9 is the hardest, obviously. Game 9 has the same gameplay as 8, but the floor plan is different. This time the floor plan is different, and you'll find yourself in a completely different maze of rooms. For an added element of surprise, all 5 creatures can... Oh, there are 5 creatures. Huh. So I guess difficulty 9 is like the way to play. If you want to be for reals, for serials.
Nice. I just finished level 2, 12 matches.
Nice.
Yeah, that one was weird. All 3 pieces of the vase were on the same floor.
Oh, so, yeah, that can happen. Yeah, it's entirely random where it'll spawn those.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was a big fan of Adventure's randomized mode, and this one seems to have some random element to it on each difficulty.
Yeah. Oh, well, I just fucking immediately died. Jesus. Just walk into a room and immediately the fucking spider just eats my face.
Yeah, it's generous of them to give you 9 lives.
Wow. Okay. The vase was all on level 1 and I just beat the game in 2 matches.
Nice.
Well, holy shit. Okay. Maybe level 2 is a little too easy. But yeah, that's Haunted Mansion, man. It's let's try level 9 and see how difficult it is. Is this something?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are definitely barriers blocking ways that you should be able to go. Like, even like when the lightning flashes, you know, it'll show like the same room outline that you see like in all the other levels,
Oh my god.
but there will be yeah, there will be like invisible barriers blocking what should be directions you can go.
Oh, dude, wow. As soon as you have as soon as one of the fucking dudes come after you, it's like GG, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're very aggressive on this mode.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So I think those invisible barriers are doors.
They are. Yeah, they're the locked
Yeah.
doors.
So now that I have the key, but as soon as I drop the key, I can no longer go that way.
Correct. You have to carry. Oh my god.
So you kind of want to like get all of the vase pieces. Like you kind of have to get them one at a time and bring them back to like the exit just so you can carry the key when you need to.
Yep.
That's brutal.
It's pretty brutal.
Also,
Bro.
I just dropped one of the vase pieces and I don't know where it went.
I keep getting killed by fucking monsters. Jesus Christ. I don't even know where the fuck I'm supposed to go now. Oh, cool. Just, okay. Go down the steps and there's just immediately a fucking monster there. Fucking great.
Yeah, there are quite a few monsters in this mode.
Oh, what the...
I'm going back to level 1.
Bro, did I just fucking... I think I just dropped. I think when I died, I dropped all the shit that I picked up.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, I picked this game up a couple times just over the years because I've heard people say that they like it, and I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing. I did not look up the manual. I just, you know, it's Atari. These games are so simple. Surely I can figure it out.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this one, you know, like Adventure, it has quite a bit to it.
Alright, last life. Found the key. Yep. Which isn't super helpful, but...
Yeah, finding the key isn't nearly the cause for celebration I thought it might be.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't it's not like Adventure where you find the yellow key, you can permanently open the yellow castle. It's like you find a key, and you can actually move around, but you're going to have to drop the key eventually.
Right. Like, and I have to remember, like, what doors I could open with the key and what doors I couldn't and shit.
Right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Dude, level 9 is Jesus Christ. That is intense.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
That's haunted house for true Doom murder heads.
Alright. You ready to rate this sucker?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I think I've seen what this game has to offer. It's neat.
It is very, very cool. A lot of flashing, though, but very cool.
Yeah, I can see why people would have a lot of nostalgia for this game, especially if they played as a kid.
Yeah.
Because it does kind of have that mystery element to it that makes a lot of games just fascinating. Just trying to figure out how everything works, how all the pieces go together.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Adventure in the fact that it's like... I don't think it does the thing that... I mean, it may. I mean, it's hard to keep track of whether it actually remembers where stuff is. I think it... I mean, it keeps track of where the items are, at least.
Yeah.
So maybe it keeps track of where the monsters are as well. I'm not for sure on that.
Well, there were definitely monsters like tracking me throughout the haunted house,
Oh,
like that
absolutely.
would follow me down the stairs and stuff,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But where does it go on the list?
I mean, it's at least, probably top of the list. Some, or not like top, but like top half of the list at least.
Yeah. So I think it is similar to Adventure in a lot of ways. I don't think it's quite as good as Adventure,
Yeah,
uh,
no. It
because the enemies, they do have some amount of intelligence. They do track you down,
mhm.
but they don't quite have personalities the same way the enemies in Adventure do.
Yeah, no, they're all just basically the same. Like the only enemy that's even remotely different is the ghost, and that like becomes like its uniqueness goes away when you play on the like hardest difficulty, because
Right.
then all of the monsters just go through the doors and everything, whereas before it was just the ghost.
Yeah.
um
And unlike in Adventure where you can permanently kill the dragons, you can only stop the enemies temporarily with the scepter, which I think is uh not as good.
Definitely not. Yeah, but not being, having to constantly. I mean, I get that that's part of like the haunted house like effect of like, when you go to a haunted house, it's not like you can, you know, fucking karate chop the thing that's spooking you around the corner or whatever. You know.
Right. Yeah, it's generally frowned upon to karate chop things in a haunted house.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it
uh
does have that like sort of proto survival horror feeling where
yeah, yeah, where you just have to deal with it. Um,
yeah.
I did, in playing level 9, playing on the ninth difficulty. I did notice that you can, if you do it correctly, especially if you have the key, you can you can actually lose the enemy by like, if like there was a point where I was being chased by a spider, and I went through a door, I went down some steps, and then once I went down the steps, I went through like another door and like circled back around and went back up to where it was before, and I lost it. Like it didn't know where I went. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
But it didn't change the fact that obviously if I went back down and to the right where I left it, it was still fucking there. So,
Yeah.
it's still the difficulty of then like, you know, combining the locked doors with the, well shit, now I can't go that direction because I know there's one of the monsters is there, type of thing.
Yeah.
And it seemed to do the thing where like if you die to one of the monsters, it, because it has you just start where you were before, it like teleports the monster to a different area.
Hmm.
And I actually like died to the same monster like 3 times in a row because I died to it. I respawned, quote unquote, and like went to another room and it was just there. And then I died to it again, and then it was just there again, and I died. Like that happened like 2 or 3 times in a row. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
that's kind of shitty.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, because it
Um,
just made it feel like there was like fucking enemies everywhere.
yeah, and on the higher levels, there kind of are
Yeah,
like they're so fast and they're so like laser focused on tracking you down.
yeah.
Like you don't really get to stop to breathe. Um, but I think that doesn't negate the enjoyment of the lower levels.
No, no, like I didn't play 3. I jumped straight from 2 to 9 just to see what the difficulty is. So it may be one of those things where it's like it's one of those games where you're meant to like slowly work your way up to 9, and
Yeah,
and you like get used, you start to like learn ways of avoiding the enemies easily and things like that. So
yeah. Like it'll ease you into like the locked door mechanic by only
Yes.
having like one or two, and then
Right.
as the difficulty goes up, you probably deal with more and more.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's interesting. It's
So is Haunted House, is it better than Oistron?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me either. I don't think it's better than My Golf.
No, that's a really solid golf game. Like, yeah,
Yeah, there's more to it.
yeah.
Haunted House or Crossbow?
Ooh, that's actually pretty on par.
Yeah.
Not to make a golf joke, but you know.
Oh my God. Well, that one flew right over my head. Well done.
So bad. All right.
It's another golf joke.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, is Crossbow better than Haunted House?
I think Haunted House is cooler than Crossbow.
Dude, the effects that Haunted House, dude, the effect of like the screen being black and the only thing you see is the light from it's supposed to be a match. Like that is so cool. That is such a
Yeah.
cool effect.
Right, and it's done much better than in Adventure, where it does have the dark catacombs, but like the whole screen is flashing at the same time.
Yeah, it's
And
just awful. Yeah.
yeah,
They definitely learned some stuff from. I don't know if it was worked on by the same guys. I would venture to say that is the case. Um,
well, I know that Warren Robinette was the programmer who made Adventure. This
oh,
was
really?
made. It's credited to James Andreessen.
Yeah, yeah. So different person.
Yeah, but there might have been, some, you know, credits weren't really a big thing back then. So
That's true.
the main name that's listed, they might have had other people help them with it or do parts of it.
Yeah. Well,
But
if it is to be believed, it appears that is the only game that person ever did.
oh, interesting.
Anyway, I would say that it is a better game than Crossbow.
I think I'm with you.
The effects that it does with the lighting, like the effect that it does with the lightning occasionally is super cool. Like the idea that it has with the closed doors and being able to on the lower difficulties, like there be a monster and you just be like nope and you close the door. It's very like early survival horror and it's super cool.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like you can definitely see the seeds of survival horror in Haunted House,
Which is
whereas
crazy.
yeah, whereas Crossbow is just a pretty straightforward light gun game. So
Yeah,
I think we have to give it to Haunted House over Crossbow.
absolutely.
All
Definitely our
right.
new number 5. Top 5 game. That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate you showing me that. Like I said, I poked at it before and had no idea what I was doing, but there's a lot more there than I thought there was.
Very
So
cool.
I'm going to take a very short break and pause the recording if that's okay.
Sure.
All right, pause. Hello, we are back.
Hey.
From your perspective, we weren't gone, but
yeah.
So next game is one of mine, and it is called Commando Raid.
Commando Raid.
Yes. So, this game, I had initially picked a game called Artillery Duel. I forgot to mention when we were doing Chuck Norris Superkicks that the whole gimmick that Zonox did was they did 2-sided cartridges. So
oh, okay.
they sold Chuck Norris Superkicks together with Artillery Duel, and I thought Artillery Duel was this game, but I was misremembering. That's a two-player only game, unfortunately.
Okay.
But this is a single-player game. You're also playing a sort of stationary tank there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You press left and right to move your turret. You can hold down the fire button to shoot bullets. You want to shoot the paratroopers before they can get to your buildings. For every paratrooper that gets to your building, they do a little bit more damage to it. And once your buildings are under enemy control, then they will dig a system of tunnels underneath the buildings to get to your artillery gun and destroy it.
Interesting.
And eventually a bomber will come by and try to bomb you. But the bomb and the airplane are both shootable, so as long as you shoot either of them, you should be okay. On later difficulties, the bomb drops faster and it's more difficult to deal with.
This is kind of hard.
Yeah, it's not easy. So this is a clone, sort of an Apple II game called Sabotage, and they just blew me up. And I just got bombed. So in Sabotage, instead of dropping paratroopers on buildings, they were just dropping them like on either side of your tank, and it was sort of raised up a bit. And the paratroopers would form like a human pyramid to get to your tank.
Oh wow.
And the reason that was cool was because you could actually kill guys that fell by dropping another paratrooper onto them, because you can shoot their parachute and make the other guy fall, and then they would both die. So that was a very satisfying mechanic that sadly this game doesn't have. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you can sort of steer your bullet after you shoot it a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I got blown up.
Yeah, and that's another mechanic that they got from Sabotage.
Although I think I remember playing Sabotage.
Yeah, that was one of the games I had on the Apple II, and I played a bit of. So
do the difficulty switches do anything?
Yeah. So the left difficulty switch, it makes it so your bullets aren't steerable. So the default is B. If you flip the left one to A, it makes it so your bullets can't be steered. And if you flip the right one to B, that makes it so the bombers don't show up. Or if you flip the right one to A.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It takes a while for a new game to start up after you die.
Yeah, I noticed that. I like hit the thing and it was like just sitting there, and I was like, what's happening? Why is it not starting again?
So if you flip the color black and white mode switch, it gives you auto fire, so your gun just automatically shoots without you having to push the button.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of interesting. There are a few games, because that switch really wasn't relevant like after the late 70s, because most people had color TVs by then.
Right.
So a lot of the later games use that switch for like gameplay things, which is kind of weird. But I think the game's a little bit more enjoyable in auto fire mode. That said, there still isn't a whole lot to it because they kind of strip out the main mechanic that was fun about Sabotage, which was dropping paratroopers on top of each other. I do
Yeah.
like the sky, like the sunset colors.
Yeah, that looks good. I like it.
Yeah, I think that might be the best part of the game.
Oh, okay. I guess once you hit 10,000, it rebuilds what buildings were damaged.
Yes, much like many arcade games of the time, 10,000 points is the you get a city back threshold, which I think Missile Command was the same way.
Yeah. Oh, I nearly got blown up. Oh no, they're starting to dig.
I think this might have been a better game if instead of the joystick it used paddle controls.
Oh, maybe.
Because the Apple II had that analog joystick, which gave you very fine control over the direction you were shooting.
Yeah.
But this is unfortunately a joystick game.
Man, it once again it dropped a bomb in like the perfect spot where I just could not shoot it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Like I could not get the bullet to steer into it. Weird.
Yeah, that can be frustrating.
Hmm.
All right, 20,000 points.
Nice.
Not bad. Oh, and it rebuilt the building that they were starting to dig a tunnel over. So that's nice.
That's cool.
So they have to completely destroy that building again before they can resume digging that tunnel. If you want to just not deal with the bombers, you can always flip the right difficulty switch.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, but this game's kind of no fun. So
I mean,
I don't know.
It's fine.
It's fine, yeah. It's just hard not to compare it to Sabotage. But then again, Sabotage was also frustrating because you lost a point for every bullet you shot, so you were incentivized to like use as few bullets as possible. Which
yeah, I remember that.
I hate when games do that shit.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, 28,000 points.
Nice.
And that's really all there is to it. There are 8 different difficulty levels, much like Haunted House. And you can either start at the beginning and progress through them, or you can just, well, I thought you could. Maybe not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's letting me, like, jump ahead or anything, so... I might be misremembering that from the manual.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it takes an unreasonably long amount of time for the game to actually start. It's so weird.
Whoa.
Or maybe I didn't press reset.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh, it was weird. It was like a weird glitch there for a second.
Huh. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we haven't encountered more glitches and bugs in these games.
Well, son of a bitch died to the damn bomber again. That's okay. I was about to die to them digging a tunnel as well, so.
So they just put you out of your misery.
Yeah.
But yeah, like most of the games that we played, like they haven't seemed really glitchy per se.
Oh, it was just like a weird glitch. I don't know if it was like trying to emulate like a dude falling from like really high up, but at the very tip top of the horizon, there was just like a little bit of garbly gook that turned into that like after a while turned into a dude falling from a parachute. So I don't know if it just like got stuck for a second or I don't know. It was weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Hmm.
This is a U.S. games joint.
Oh.
I know that we played a U.S. games game. Was Entombed U.S. games?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that might have been because at some point we said, "Oh, we're looking forward to see what else U.S. games has to offer,"
Yeah.
and I think it was because of Entombed. But yeah, that's really all there is to this one. I'm ready to rank it whenever you are.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right.
Commando Raid.
Commando Raid.
Is it better than Chuck Norris Superkicks?
I don't know.
It's not as frustrating to play.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, it feels like it feels like just one of those like Star Gunner-esque like arcade ports where it's just like it's meant to eat quarters, like it's difficult enough to where, you know, you're gonna die after like, you know, a good solid like 5 minutes of playing or something like that, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have to put in another quarter to like, you know, feed the machine basically.
Yeah. I think it looks better than Star Gunner with that sunset.
Definitely. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
think
bit. Go ahead.
it doesn't feel as good to play as Star Gunner.
No, Star Gunner is definitely like, it's unfortunate that, and it may just be a limitation of what they were trying to do, or it may be a limitation of the system itself. But it's unfortunate that there's not more like fine, um, what's the word? Like fine tuning between where you can shoot. Like there are definitive, even with being able to like curve the bullets, there are like definitive areas of the screen that you just simply can't hit.
Yeah. Yeah, this would have been an ideal game for them to make for the paddles.
Yeah, the paddles would have made it, one, would have made it easier to curve the bullets more, but also, you know, would have made it to where there wouldn't be those dead zones basically.
Yeah. So I think it's not as good as Megaforce.
No.
I I think Chuck Norris Super Kicks is a little better than Commando Raid just because it's ambitious. Like it tries to do something a little bit different for the system by having different moves you can execute by pushing a direction and a button. Um
Yeah.
I do think Commando Raid is better than Gauntlet.
I'd agree. I think it probably belongs right underneath Super Kicks, like maybe above it. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm conflicted. Like Commando Raid is just kind of boring. Like it's functional.
It's functional, but yes, it is. It is definitely not a super thrilling game to play. You play it once. It's. I mean, it's like all of those turret games from back then. It's like you play one of them, you play them all. Like as soon as you played, what was the one where you had to shoot the lines with the little explodey balls or whatever? It was like
Missile Command.
yeah, Missile Command. Like as soon as you play Missile Command, you've played them all.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
And like I said, the one interesting thing about sabotage, the one thing that feels good, is shooting a parachute and dropping a guy to kill another guy. And
Yeah.
this game doesn't even have that.
Yeah. It doesn't even
So
have that. It's basically just shooting a dude.
yeah. So above Gauntlet, below Superkicks.
I think so.
All right, that sounds that sounds like where it goes to me. Commando Raid, Episode 6, Top 25 game.
Yeah.
Congratulations to US Games. You did a fine job. Oh,
All
shall we
right.
move on?
Yep. Next is our requisite sports game.
Yes, you brought our sports game for this week. And
Yep, we will be playing Title Match Pro Wrestling.
a wrestling game.
It's a wrestling game. Now, I will say, it doesn't look like much, but this game has some serious character. And it is like one of the coolest manuals ever. Like the backstories that it has for all the characters are fucking hilarious. So if you get a chance, definitely check that out. But this is made by Absolute. You have a choice of so there are 4 difficulties. The first 2 are against another player. The second 2 are against a CPU. 3 is just 1v1. 4 is tag team.
Interesting. So I want to choose mode 3 for like the default single player experience.
Yeah. So
oh wow, you can select a character.
Yeah. And I
I
just immediately got pinned by the fucking CPU. All right, so I'm just gonna let the CPU kick my ass here because it takes a bit of explaining of what the controls are in this game. So the way the controls work is it has 2 different quote unquote modes that it calls it. It has what is called joystick mode, which is basically just moving the joystick around, and while you're moving the joystick around, if you hit the button, if you hit like up and while you're moving the joystick around, it'll punch. If you hit down while you're moving the joystick around, it'll kick. But then there's also what it calls button mode, which is you standing still, hitting the button, and then hitting a direction. And that's how you do, like, if you hit the button and you hit towards the wrestler and they're within range, you could do what's called the bear hug, which is like the initial thing that you have to do any of the other moves. So you bear hug your opponent by doing that. And then while you have them bear hugged, you can and then you if you do towards them again in button mode, you do what's called an airplane spin, which is like basically, the spin them around and bounce them off the sides of the ring. And then if you hit up, you pick them up, and then if you hit the button again, you can throw them down. If they're on the ground, you can jump on top of them and try and pin them. If they're on the ground and like stuck there, you can jump up on the ropes and then once you get up on the ropes, you can jump up. You can jump and like fucking dive on top of them. And then there's something called muscle mode, which when they inevitably grab you, you can you can wiggle the joystick back and forth, left and right, and it'll do what's called muscle mode, which is basically you trying to break. It like raises your little red bar to raise your strength, and if your strength is above your opponent's strength, you'll break out of their grasp. And it's the same way as if they like pin you on the ground. You wiggle the joystick back and forth like super fucking fast to get out from under them, like pinning you.
Yeah, I've tried that, wiggling it in different directions, and I haven't been able to get out of a pin yet.
Yeah, like I said, playing the computer it's tough. Like they will beat your ass.
I mean, I've gotten pretty good at like getting their health down.
Well, I mean, part of it is they also like immediately like drain their own health because they run around and like try to grab you and stuff like that. Drains their, like, if you just stand still, you'll get your strength back.
Right. So doing any kind of move at all sort of drains your. It's like combined health. Well, I guess it's more of a stamina bar than a health bar.
Right. Oh, you suck. Stop. So literally the best I've been able to do so far is basically get to the point where we're both at 0. Me kind of stand around to get my stuff back up a little bit and then like basically try and do something. I have yet to come close to like pinning the computer.
Yeah, that's about as well as I've been able to do too. I did get the computer down on the ground just now, but I wasn't able to execute a successful pin. Oh, I broke out of a pin. Okay. So it seems like it's much more likely that you will break out of a pin if they're at like 0 stamina.
Yeah, because all you have to do is just have more stamina than them, and you'll break out of it.
Damn it. Yeah, this is one of those situations where I almost would, I wish I had an original Atari joystick.
Yeah, yeah.
That almost seems like the wiggling was more designed for that than any kind of modern controller.
Right.
Do you know if there's any like difference between the characters strength-wise?
I don't believe so. Just it pinned me. There is, as far as I know, there isn't. I always just choose Mad Dog because he's the one that looks different from everybody else.
Oh. Yeah, I was playing as Mr. Mean. Because of the mask, I thought it would add some, an intimidation factor.
That's who I'm playing against, is Mr. Mean.
Yeah.
Ugh. God, he just totally kicked my ass. It's so much stamina that's just all fucking gone. I can never get him. I can never ever get even like initiate the fucking bear hug. Or if I do,
I've gotten it off a couple times, but then, figuring out what comes next has been kind of a challenge.
Oh, I say that and I just stop spinning me around, you prick.
Yeah, stop picking me up. You meanie.
Ugh, you suck. Fucking asshole. I know
when we were playing boxing, I said I wish there was some kind of crowd noise or something.
Yeah.
But the crowd noise in this is driving me a little crazy.
Yeah, it's not great.
Like, it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't so like constant.
I mean, I will say that at least as long if you're not like doing something, they're not like whistling.
Yeah. But if you do anything, they start whistling.
Yeah. I had him. Fuck. I'm like I'm gonna fucking pin this bitch.
I think I want to practice in 2-player mode a little bit.
Bro, you can't pin me. Get off of me. What? He's still pinned. I had more strength than him. What the fuck? Because I wasn't wiggling, it just pinned me. That's bullshit. I shouldn't have to wiggle if I have more strength.
It is bullshit.
All right.
So when the game first started up, it was in 2-player mode by default,
right?
And I would just like beating up the second player,
right?
Is there a way to like skip past the menu screen and get back to that, or do I just have to just like restart the cartridge?
I think you have to restart the cartridge.
Ah, that sucks. All right, let's try this. So yeah, it starts you off as, I think, Mad Dog versus Mr. Mean by default. Okay, well that's how you pin someone. So now I'm Skinhead versus the Native American stereotype.
Yeah.
Which is, it's pretty unfortunate to have a character named Skinhead and also have a racist stereotype in a game.
Oh wow, he just absolutely fucking annihilated me that game. Jesus Christ.
Oh, they're dancing.
Fucking Christ, this game is so hard. They just kick your ass so hard.
They do.
Boy.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those games I think would probably be way more fun with another actual person.
Probably.
But rather than erring on the easy side like boxing did, this game kind of errs on the impossible side for single player.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't so impossible to break out of a pen, like, if I could actually, like, have a second shot at doing something in a round, it would be playable. Oh, this game is giving me a headache.
Oh no! Oh, he's gonna pin me. Fuck! You dirty bastard. Why? I just can't break out of pins all of a sudden. It just refuses.
Yeah, the only way I've been able to break out of a pin has been when we were both at 0 stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even like I was able to put the other player in a bear hug when I was practicing in single player or in 2-player mode, but like I can't even do that first step, much less like throwing them up in the air or pinning them.
Yeah. I've been able to bear hug them, pick them up, and throw them, but then I haven't figured out how to jump on top of them, and they just like immediately fucking jump up.
Yeah, like when I was practicing, you know, I could just go over to the person's prone body and just kind of push the button,
right?
and just, But yeah, when they immediately pop back up like that, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Oh. I'm not having a good time.
Okay.
I'm having a bad time.
Ugh.
All right, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to dance around and let Mr. Mean wear himself out.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabbed me, but that's okay because I have more stamina than him. All right, so he is losing stamina, whereas I'm standing still more. So yeah, I had more stamina than him, and I still couldn't break the pin. All right. One more time. One more try. I'm gonna let Mr. Mean tire himself out. I'm just gonna, okay. He threw me against the ropes, but that's okay. He did it again. That's less okay. Yeah, you don't get stamina back fast enough by standing still. All right, bear hug. Nope. Oh, I had him on the ground. Okay, he has way less stamina than me now. Okay. Come on. Oh, I had him on the ground and he just popped back up. Oh, fuck this game, man. I think I'm ready to rank it.
One sec.
Okay. Yeah, that's my foot. Deal with it.
Why did that cut out so much on my fucking stamp? Ugh!
Now you're what?
Oh, bullshit. Okay, whatever. It makes no sense on how penning works in this game. Anyway.
Yeah, I give up.
Ugh, okay. So, what was the name of this game again? Title Match Pro Wrestling.
So, I had a really bad time with it.
Yeah, yeah.
The controls are bad.
The controls are bad. It's an interesting idea, but in practicality, the computer cheats and can do
Yeah,
it like instantly, whereas you're like fucking sitting there like I don't know. It's just like you're not even hitting buttons or something. It's weird.
yeah.
It's
Like it
not
is.
it's not great.
It's recognizably a wrestling game.
Yeah. And like I said, it's really cool like the charm of like like the dude whose name's Skinhead, for instance. He what did the manual say exactly? It was
Is he British?
nope, he's not British.
Uh, I figured maybe Mr. Mean is British. One of them always has to be British.
Skinhead weighs in at 265 pounds from Cowpoke, Idaho. This farm boy was brutally forced to shave his head after losing in a cow tipping contest. To overcome his humiliation, Skinhead turned to wrestling at the age of 9. So he lost a cow tipping contest and was brutally forced to shave his head sometime before the age of 9.
I mean, pretty typical Iowa upbringing.
Yeah. Mad Dog is from Mad Dog, Louisiana, and weighs in at a whopping 390 pounds. This redneck husky vows to chew him up and spit him out.
Okay.
Yep, that's Mad Dog. That's the dude with the mask.
I
Uh
thought
oh
I thought
no,
Mr. Mean.
Mr. Mean is the dude with the mask. Mad Dog is
Yeah.
say he's a redneck, but he's the black guy. I don't know. Currently weighing in at 320 pounds from Hoboken, New Jersey, Mr. Mean acquired virtually all of his early training on the streets, defending himself against slime.
Ah.
And then Big Chief, 1 part Apache, 1 part Hulk, from Big River, Utah. He weighs 320 or 420 pounds, and his powwow doesn't miss a trick. He will crush you without a second's thought.
Man.
Yeah. Not great.
Yeah, like at least Skinhead isn't that kind of skinhead.
Thank
But
God.
it's still not a great look.
Not a great look.
For not a great game.
Yep.
Let's scroll the list, a little bit closer to the bottom here. I think it's worse than Chuck Norris Superkicks.
Agreed. At least the Superkicks has Superkicks. At least those were fun. There wasn't really anything fun about this game.
No, not really. It's worse than Cocoa Nuts.
Mm-hmm. At least that game, you could progress.
Yeah. Yeah, the big guy.
Yep.
I mean, these are also big guys, but they're not portrayed that big.
They are not. Yeah, they're some big dudes, but you wouldn't think so from the game.
Yeah. I think Alpha Challenge is better than Title Match Pro Wrestling.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I
mean, we finished that first level. We weren't able to.
That's true.
To get a single pin. Like, never mind winning a round.
Just nowhere close, dude. Nowhere fucking close.
Yeah.
Like, the closest I got was throwing him on the ground and him immediately jumping back up. Before, like, it was literally like, I threw him on the ground and I was like, oh, hey, I threw him on the... Oh, he's standing up already. Like
not even time to register.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree.
So I think miniature golf is better than Title Match Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's playable. As awful as it is to play.
You can at least move the ball in the direction that you want to.
Yeah.
I think it's worse than Miner 2049er, but better than Springer.
So they both equally have Miner 2049er, and this game equally have horribly annoying, like, consistent sounds.
Yeah.
The crowd noise isn't as bad when you're just standing around, but that's like antithetical to what the game is supposed to be.
Right.
It's just the controls are just so bad.
In Miner?
No. In this.
In wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
And Miner, it had like the sound effects were actually not that bad, I think. It had like the crunch, crunch, crunch sound when you were walking.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this game has decent sounds when it comes to like everything except for the crowd noise. I mean, everything besides that it's fine. It's nothing like bad.
Yeah. You think wrestling is better than Miner?
I
can see it. I mean, it's I mean, Miner is always going to be slow and painful to play because that's just how it is. Whereas it's theoretically possible that someone could practice enough to get good at pro wrestling and learn how to play it. And at that point, it would probably be fun to play because
I just don't think you can. I like not against the computer, man, because the computer is able to like split second get it to register that you've stopped moving and that you hit the button and then hit a direction to get it to initiate the like grabbing you part of the game.
Right.
Whereas I have to to get it to register, I have to like basically stand there and time it to where the dude like gets in my range and like time it to be able to grab him. Like I have to literally like forcibly, that's the only thing I do. Like I can't just like walk up to him and like fucking hit him a couple of times. Like it's a, like, you know, like it says in the manual, the whole idea of the game is you soften them up, quote unquote, with the kicks and the punches. And then once their shit is lower than yours, you grab them and you do the wrestling stuff. But you just can't.
Right. Like kicking and punching, it seems like it drains your stamina just as fast as it drains your opponent's.
Right. Yeah. It does.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I would put it below it. At least minor 49er, even 2049er, even as bad as that game is and as shitty as the controls are in that game, at least it's playable.
Yeah, I agree. And I think Springer is worse than wrestling.
Yeah.
It's just fundamentally broken.
It is fundamentally broken.
Like the quote unquote music is just as obnoxious as the crowd cheering noise.
Oh my god, the music in that game. Oh.
And at least wrestling has a fun manual to read, whereas Springer has the nightmare Uncanny Valley rabbit on the cover.
So like the coolest thing that they did was like there's like a little like, you know how all the Atari games have like a little setup thing in the very beginning. Like they have a really cool written little setup thing at the beginning that like basically describes in like very flowery words like a wrestling match, and it's actually pretty good. But
yeah, I want to play like a wrestling RPG with these characters and like the writing team behind the manual, or like a wrestling dating sim or something. I think that would have been a better game.
Yeah.
But congratulations to Title Match Pro Wrestling, our new number 33, best Atari 2600 game. That was a game by Accolade, which is there are a bunch of teams that spun off from Atari, from former Atari members that all start with the letter A. Or wait, was that Accolade or Absolute? That might have been
That's Absolute. Yeah, Absolute.
Right. So you had Activision first. They spun off from Atari, and then I think some of the Activision team members spun off and founded Accolade, which comes before it in the dictionary. And then some of those team members, or maybe some other Activision members, spun off a company called Absolute because, you know, AB comes before AC.
Whoa, so, I did not know that was the reason why they did that.
Yeah, and they all come before Atari, which is the important thing. So, little development trivia. I think there might have been one other spin-off that there was Accolade, Absolute,
Acclaim?
Activision. Yes, Acclaim is the other one.
No shit. I did not know any of those were spin-offs of Atari. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, like Atari was like the origin when people left to form Activision, and then I don't know the exact lineage after that, but there's like a direct through line through all of those companies.
Whoa, that's crazy. I did not know that. That's cool as shit.
Yep, and they all picked names to be listed before Atari or listed before whoever came before them.
Huh.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see some more from Absolute in the future. Maybe they can redeem themselves. Who knows? It's possible.
Yeah, they have a couple other games to play.
Yeah. So I brought our next game. And get ready for some music that'll melt your face off here.
I loaded it up to make sure it worked, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, we're playing Reactor.
Yeah.
best music on the Atari.
By Parker Brothers.
Yes, this is a Parker Brothers joint. It is a clone, or not a clone. It's a port of an arcade game. The original arcade game was by Gottlieb, which is the same company that made Qbert. I think the Atari version is better. It definitely has better music. So you are this asterisk. You are. You can touch anything except the outer wall. That's called the kill wall. So you can you can bump against the reactor and nothing will happen because the reactor is contained right now. And as the game progresses, the reactor will slowly get bigger and bigger. The goal is to bump all of the little colored dot enemies, the particles, against the kill wall to destroy them without getting destroyed yourself. You can see 4 little dots on either side on the left and right there. Those are control rods. If you manage to take out all 4 control rods on a side, then you can contain the reactor a little bit, and it'll shrink down to back to its original size. And the reactor will never get so big that it like pushes you against the kill wall. Like it has a maximum size, and you can always move around it. But as it gets bigger, it gets more and more difficult to maneuver around and bump the particles into the wall.
So you're supposed to bump the particles into knocking out the little dots on the side?
Yes. The goal is to bump them into the wall and destroy them. If you knock them into the dots, then that makes it easier on you because the reactor shrinks.
Oh, okay.
And if you press the button, you can set down a decoy, and the particles will go after the decoy instead of you. If you're playing for points, if you knock a particle, shit, I just walked right into it. If you knock a particle into one of these little bonus chambers, then it'll bounce around for a little bit, and that'll be worth bonus points.
Okay.
And the easiest way to do that is by placing a decoy right outside the entrance, and they'll kind of bounce around in there for quite a long time and rack up the bonus points for you. And importantly, the bonus points are added to your score when you die. So if you like have a ton of bonus points waiting from knocking them into the bonus chambers, then the next time you die, then you sit there and watch it like tally up all your bonus points, and that's pretty satisfying. The number on the left there is how many particles you have left to defeat in this round. The number in the middle, I think, is the number of decoys you have. Yes, and then the number on the right is how many lives you have.
Shoot.
And then, of course, your score is above that. And as the reactor gets bigger, the sound gets more intense, and the animation gets more intense in a way that I think is pretty cool.
Oh man, it's really hard not to get knocked into the thing.
Yeah, it's difficult. You can kind of hug the reactor in the earlier levels, and that offers you some amount of protection because they can't bump you from that side.
Yeah.
But in later levels, the wall around the reactor disappears, and it becomes a vortex, and it'll try to suck you into the middle of it. So you have some more physics to deal with there. Okay, I am on the opposite side that I need to be, and this thing is mighty big. Come on. That's right. Okay.
Man.
Oh, and bumping particles into the control rods is also how you get more decoys.
Okay. Jeez.
Oh, 10,000 points. That's an extra life. Nice. And it played a nice little jingle there. Why don't you all check out this bonus room? It's fun in there. Join the party. Okay, I think this is the last version of the particles, these red ones. As you knock the particles into the wall, they kind of break down into their component forms. So like the single dot is the most basic type of particle, and then there's the oval, and then there's like the flying saucer thing, and then there's one more level after the flying saucer that looks like a spaceship, kind of like a TIE fighter or something. Oh, why'd you spawn over there, you jerk? Alright, so I have 40 particles to destroy. I think this is the last level before the vortex starts. So, I'm out of decoys. That's unfortunate. Let's get around here before the reactor gets too big to deal with. Hopefully knock out these other control rods, if they'll let me. Ah, there we go. Nice. And I think if you play with the left difficulty switch in the A position, I think the position of the bonus rooms will change. Like they'll flip from the bottom to the top. But I don't think there are many other differences besides that. Okay, so I finished that wave. I hear the tune again. Everything goes red. Now the walls of the reactor are gone, and I have to deal with the vortex. So you can sort of skirt around the edges of the vortex, but it has gravity, and it will try to pull you into the center of the vortex. Shit. The closer to the edges you get. So I just lost a life, and I'm just sitting here watching my bonus points rack up. 23,000, 24,000, nice. And now there are more rods that you have to destroy. There are 6 on each side instead of just 4. So that makes that aspect of it harder too. Oh, okay. So oh shit! Oh, it sucked me in. I was going to comment on how the bonus room just switched sides. So I guess that's not just something that happens on the higher difficulties. You still with me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Just trying to concentrate and figure out what the hell, like, the best way to do this is.
Yeah. It's a game that requires some thinking. Oh shit, no, don't suck me in.
So what's the dot that isn't like the roundy dots?
Is it bouncing around?
Yeah, it's just like a normal dot instead of the like the round ones.
I think that's just a basic particle. Yeah, anything that's moving is just a particle that's trying to kill you.
Oh, okay.
There are bigger versions that split into smaller versions, and that's pretty much the only. Oh god, no! Don't vortex me. There's not really anything else to differentiate them. Oh god. Oh my god, the vortex is so. Oh shit.
Crap.
And when you die, you get to hear the music again. So it's like a reward for dying.
That's a reward for dying. Oh man, this game is nuts.
It is. Also, after you die, you
Mm-hmm.
can still move the asterisk around,
Oh.
and if you run into the wall or something, everything blows up and it starts playing the music again.
Nice.
But yeah, I think this game is cool. I think the movement of your character, the asterisk, I don't know what it's actually. So, according to the manual, you're in a spaceship, which doesn't make sense for trying to stop a nuclear reactor from melting down.
Right.
So I just call it the asterisk because that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like if
But
anything, you're like a, I don't know, like you're, I don't know. Yeah,
maybe
I
some
don't
kind
know.
of alien.
Maybe, yeah, some type of like alien life form or some type
Yeah,
of weird alien ship.
yeah. But your movement has some momentum to it, which I think feels okay. Like, because everything is sort of on a single screen, I don't really feel like I'm getting screwed by the momentum, like I would in like a Stargate or something.
Right, right.
And like the physics of like trying to bounce the particles around, I think for the 2600 is pretty interesting. Um, and then especially once it turns into the vortex and you have gravity to deal with. It's just
Ah,
it's like a level of like physicality that you don't see in a lot of 2600 games. And I quite enjoy it. Also, when the reactor grows to its largest size, I think that looks pretty sick.
it does look really cool. It looks like a giant sun or something.
Yeah. The arcade version,
Dang
like
it.
the reactor looks interesting, especially for the time. I think it was 81 or 82. It's like a big multicolor kind of block, but I don't know, it doesn't evoke like disaster and meltdown the same way that this one does.
Yeah, this one definitely feels like some type of yeah, like some type of like meltdown is happening or something. Yeah.
Yeah, some serious shit's going down,
Yeah.
and it feels like it.
Okay.
And then it just starts like pulsing menacingly.
Aw, man, damn it. Oh, I'm still alive. Never mind.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I died, but I still had another life to go.
Ah,
I thought I was done.
oh god, so many bonus points. It feels really good to just watch them bounce around helplessly in there.
Oh.
It sort of has that feel that you get in pinball when your ball starts bouncing around and hitting a bunch of different bumpers and racking up points,
Yeah.
which is a nice feeling. All right, extra life.
Ooh.
Good deal. Yeah, between Haunted House and this has been one of our flashiest episodes yet.
Oh, for sure. Oh, now I'm like, I have like some weird like double bouncy thing that looks like a ship.
Yep, that's the last form of the particles. When that blows up, it splits off into two of the UFO-looking ones.
Mm.
And the manual says what type of particle these all are. Like some of them are positrons, some of them are photons. It doesn't really matter.
Right. Well, I got 16,000 that time.
Nice. That's about where I am in my second run here. Would you get over here? I need you to hit that rod for me, please. Just hit the rod. Oh, you didn't hit the rod, but that was the last of them, so it all worked out.
That works.
Yep. All right, get in there. Get in the bonus zone. No, don't die. I need you to give me points before you die. There you go. Good job. All right, now spawn someone over here so I can hit this last control rod. No. That's the opposite side. Okay. Surely one of the big gut. Nope. Okay. Oh god. Oh man, I was like right next to the reactor when the walls disappeared and it immediately killed me. But I got some bonus points.
Nice.
That's something. Up to 26k.
Damn.
And I still have 3 lives left, so
Holy cow.
this should end up being quite a good run.
I don't think I've gotten to the point where it's dropped its thing yet.
Yeah, once you see the spaceship looking ones, you're on the next to the last stage of the first wave. So
Okay.
after that one, you'll be on a level where you have 40 particles you need to destroy,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, it turns into the vortex. Shit. Yeah, my game usually starts going downhill as soon as the reactor walls disappear because my hug the reactor strategy no longer works. All right, come on, hit the dot, hit the rod. Okay.
Ah, piss. Over there trying to get them to hit the rod and then to knock me into the wall.
Yeah, it's a gambit. Oh no. Oh no. Don't suck me down. Ah! Got an extra life and immediately lost it. Oh, easy come, easy go.
So, what's the point of taking out the rods again?
That gives you another decoy and it shrinks the reactor.
Oh, okay.
So, if the reactor is huge and especially in the later stages when the reactor walls are gone,
Right.
you want to keep it as small as possible, so you don't get sucked into it. On the early stages, the rods are kind of optional.
Right.
They just make things a little easier on you. In the vortex stages, the rods are kind of essential because eventually the vortex will get so big it's almost impossible not to get sucked into it.
Okay. Poop. That was a crappy run.
Oh, let's use my last decoy here.
Oh, I keep forgetting to use the decoys.
Yeah, the decoys are helpful. Like even if you're not going for points, it gets them out of your way a little bit, so you can have some breathing room. Oh shit, no! Alright, last life. No decoys left. It's just me and my wits. Alright, 30 particles. It can be kind of frustratingly hard to actually make it register as a hit when you knock something into a control rod.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are definitely times I thought, damn it looks like they should have taken that rod out. But they were just hitting, like they were just a pixel off or something. 37,679 points. I feel pretty good about that score.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, listen to the music one more time. And then I'm ready to rank whenever you are.
Ah, poopy.
Let's listen to the music one more time.
I have one more life. Oh, nearly lost it there.
Oh yeah. Remix. You can keep dying and kind of keep the music going on this end stage here.
Oh, man. I thought I had it figured out because I was just chilling next to the wall on the reactor, and they just kept running into the edges of the wall, but then I tried to move around and ran to the wall like a dummy.
Yeah. There are times where you can just sort of hang out and wait for them to take themselves out. But yeah, especially once the reactor starts to get big. That's definitely it can be a risky move.
Okay, this game is pretty cool.
I think it's pretty rad. Are we ready to put it on a list?
Yeah.
All right. What say we bring the list up?
The old list.
Yep.
The old list.
So you were never able to make it to the vortex stage, right?
No, sadly.
Okay. Yeah, it does. It gets more interesting after that point. It gets like 100 times harder, but
Great.
it adds, the element of gravity, which, simulating those kind of physics isn't something you see a lot on this system. I mean, it's kind of a straightforward arcade game.
Yeah.
But it has some really interesting mechanics, I think. I don't know. Where are you on Reactor?
It kind of has the same feel as like Star Gunner, but is more deeper. It's more deeper. It's deeper than Star Gunner. It's it's definitely, arcadey. Um, I mean, you said there's like a whole another section where like you don't have the handicap of the wall on the reactor, and that making it far more difficult.
Right. Yeah, I'd say as just a straight up arcade game, I think it's better than Kool-Aid Man.
I would agree. Yeah, I mean, I think it's better than. It's probably better than Stargate.
Yeah, I would think so. Um,
I mean,
I think it's better.
Go ahead.
It's better than that version of Donkey Kong.
Oh, for sure. I was gonna put it probably in the. I would probably put it somewhere in that area. Probably maybe like probably that area somewhere. I definitely don't think it's as good as Entombed.
No, for sure. I think Firefighter is better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little similar to Venture in that
Yeah.
it's an arcade game with some twists. I don't know. Personally, I think I would take it over Venture.
Mm.
Because Venture is, at least this version of it, just has a lot of randomness, whereas
Yeah.
in Reactor the particles are actually kind of coming after you, and it has the whole element of fooling them with the decoy, which is pretty neat. That's another thing you don't see a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's like um that's some cool programming trick, and basically making it think that it's another another person basically.
Right.
That's pretty cool. And like it's cool how you can use that to get them to like kill themselves basically by like
Yeah.
putting it next to the wall and then like chasing after it and then bouncing off of it and hitting the wall and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's deeper than Venture for sure, just because Venture is short, and
Right.
this has more replayability to it because Venture is unfortunately the same every time,
Yeah.
even as cool as it is. Um,
Yeah, and in a sense, Reactor is sort of the same thing over and over. But I think just the physics and the like how dynamic the game is, it makes it more interesting to play, even if superficially it does look the same every time.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's
and it's got really cool music.
Yeah, the music, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Um, hmm, is it better than Firefighter?
Uh,
I feel like Firefighter has a little bit more depth with the multiple difficulty levels and being able to do level 9 where you play all of them in a row.
yeah, yeah. I mean that that difficulty setting pretty much saves that game for me. Like
Yeah,
if it didn't have that, it would definitely be a lesser game. Um,
yeah.
so I think it's below Firefighter. I think it's our new number 9.
Okay, I think that sounds good. It doesn't have a guy screaming and flailing his arms.
No, that little animation that the dude does is fucking amazing. I love it.
Yeah, this one just has dots
Yeah.
and other dots.
I mean reactor animation is pretty cool though.
Yeah, the reactor itself looks really awesome,
Yeah.
and but I think the science bears out. Reactor is our new number 9, a top 10 game.
Yeah, definitely. Cool game.
Yep. Shall we move on to the last one?
Yep. The last one is going to be a 20th Century Fox game, which I didn't even know that. I didn't even know they made games, but apparently they do.
They did Megaforce.
Oh, that's right. They did, didn't they? I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
because it was based on one of their shitty movies.
One of their shitty movies. And hey, this one might be as well. This one's called Bank Heist. It's a pretty straightforward game. It's actually kind of cool. You're bank robbers. That's the word I was looking for. You have gas. You also throw dynamite out the back of your vehicle. And the little tombstone looking things, they're actually banks. You drive over top of them. Once you drive over top of one, it'll cause a police to spawn. Okay. And to get more banks to spawn, you have to blow up the police with the dynamite out of the back of your vehicle. Right. You can keep going, but after you get 9 of them, that'll make it to where you can... Oh, oops, shit. You can... So there are 2 different like side exits. The middle side exit just wraps around, whereas the top one, the one above it, will go to the next quote-unquote level, which is just like a reskin of the same level. But it's like supposed to be like a different city. And the cops will stop chasing you, and it'll basically like reset. But basically you can retreat after a certain period. Once you get 9 bank heists, you're done in that city. You can keep going, like I said, but you're pushing it at that point because you're gonna run out of gas sooner or later.
Right, and it doesn't immediately give you your gas back. Yeah, like it'll show you like how much gas you're going to get.
Oh shit! Yes.
And then it looks like it'll give it to you when you actually move on to the next city.
Yes, when you go on to the next city, I guess you stop and get gas.
Yeah, a cop car just spawned right on top of me.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
That kind of sucks, but it looks like you have unlimited dynamite.
Well, your dynamite is based on your gas.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So the more dynamite you use, the less gas you have.
So maybe I'm like throwing Molotov cocktails at them or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So the cop cars, they leave behind like a little dot. Does that give you anything, or is that just worth points?
I think it's just points. I don't think it's the cop car. I think it's I think it's leftover like dynamite thing or something.
Oh yeah, because there is still a dot on the screen after the dynamite blows up.
Yeah.
Well, $930.
Yeah.
And a ton of blown up cop cars.
Yep.
Which I approve of. You know, blowing up cop cars is really its own reward, but you know, the money is a nice bonus on top of that. Man, you really got to time it with this dynamite.
Yeah, you do. On higher difficulties, the cops are better about chasing you, which makes... Oh, I died.
So yeah, the dot, I think, is it's not actually a thing. It's just showing you where the dynamite was when it blew up.
Yeah. Alright, let's get the hell out of Dodge.
I like how the siren gets louder as they get closer to you.
Yes, dude, that is really, really cool.
It's a cool touch.
It's a very cool touch.
Alright, come on, you bastards. Oh, almost out of gas. Gotta run. Alright, that was a full tank of gas. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get 9 of them, you get a full tank of gas.
Oh. Oh shit.
Poop.
Ah, man, if you miss the timing... and you get pinned by two of them.
It's
That's a real tragedy.
Real stinker.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually I played a little bit of this way back when, and I thought it was cool, but I would like constantly run out of gas.
I would not know why.
Yeah, because I didn't realize that that blowing up the cops actually makes more banks appear.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was just trying to avoid them mostly because I didn't want to use my resources, which I wasn't exactly sure how it worked.
Right.
But yeah, now that I know you need to blow them up to get more banks, this is definitely a better game than I thought it was.
Yeah, it's a neat little game. It's
The only thing I don't like is how sometimes the cop cars will spawn right on top of you.
yeah, well they will spawn where you where you run over the bank.
Oh, okay.
Ah, poopy, I missed my turn. Oh,
shit.
$3,468.
Nice. I'm up to 1839 and I'm on my last life here.
I had a couple of levels where I got to 9 and there was like 2 or 3 more to pick up after that and I still had gas, so I was like, all right, let's do it.
Oh really? So they'll keep spawning.
They will keep spawning. You can keep picking up 9s as long $90 as long as you have the gas if you want.
Yeah. And it seems like if you're going for a high score, that's probably the best strategy.
Probably yeah.
Maximize the money you can get on the easier levels before you move on to the harder ones. Well, I just got 2159. And then I died.
Crap. Nope. I just missed that cop car like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's very finicky. But it is pretty satisfying once you finally nail it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, you didn't go that way.
Eat shit, copper. You're not going to take me alive, see?
Ah, see? Ah, go this... come after me, damn it. There we go.
Oh, you can blow yourself up.
Oh, nice.
I should have realized that.
Haven't done that yet.
Yeah, that's a special talent of mine.
Ah, poop. Died twice on the first level, poop. Hey, let's go. Alright. I think we can get one more. Oh no! I've died 3 times on the first level. Fuck. I got greedy. Oh no, I died 4 times on the first level.
A greedy bank robber?
I know, right?
Shame, sir.
No, none at all. Oh well. Thankfully, you get an extra life every time you go to the next level.
Oh, that's nice.
If you had a full tank of gas, if you get a full tank of gas.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to say, because you can kind of just like use the warp immediately and just go to the next level. Like,
yeah.
Like right away. But yeah, you will eventually run out of gas by doing that. Like even if you grab a couple banks along the way, it's not going to refill your tank enough to...
Oh, what? It spawned on top of me. Boo.
Boo.
You dirty copper. Oh, it's gonna do it again. Oh god. Hey, I got him.
I kind of like this game a lot.
This game is pretty fun.
Like, I kind of think this is a better version of Pac-Man.
Oh, no. Oh, my controller disconnected. Damn it.
Oh, no.
That sucked. It disconnected and I died.
Aw.
Oh, well. That's okay. I'm just gonna plug it in. No big deal. Yes, this is, in my opinion, a better version of Pac-Man.
I mean, it's certainly better. It's better than the Atari 2600 Pac-Man, which we haven't done the science on yet, but
Yeah.
we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it sooner or later.
So, I can't say definitively that this is better because we haven't done the science yet, but that's my hypothesis. Shit.
Yep. Oh, I did the dumb. Son of a bee. I tried to kill the cop as soon as it spawned.
That's the best time to get him. Oh, almost out of gas. I like how your car starts flashing when you get low on gas.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Because in the heat of the heist, it's not always easy to keep an eye on your gas gauge.
It is not.
Oh,
man.
Come on.
I am
Blow
ripping.
up. Thank you.
And these guys a new one. This city is gonna be poor. Taking all their money.
It's insured. It's a victimless crime.
Yep.
But oh no. Almost out of gas. Gotta go. Oh god. Okay.
Oh wow, I've gotten pretty good at like immediately. Ah shit! I say that and I died. Of like immediately killing them after they spawn.
Yeah. That's the gamer's hubris.
Yep.
As soon as you think you're good at something, the game will punish you for it.
Yep. Oh no!
36, 37.
They surrounded me.
How dare they? Well, I think I've seen enough to put this game on a list.
No! Oh, okay.
Okay, we don't have to.
I wasn't talking about that.
Oh.
Okay, alright. Okay, we're good. Run away.
You sound good.
It was real close. That was some, I'm gonna die shit right there.
Some Bonnie and Clyde shit.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, this is another very flashy game.
Yeah, that's this game and Reactor were the reason why I was like, yeah, we're gonna want to remind people about the flashing today.
Yeah, and Haunted House.
And Haunted House as well. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an extra flashy episode.
Oh god.
I think when two cop cars drive over dynamite at the same time, they should both blow up.
I agree. It's really hard to tell if there's two of them there or not.
Yeah.
Get wrecked, buddy. Oh, so much money.
Oh no. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, I was looking at the cop car. Why was I doing that?
Damn it.
Is that a winning noise?
No. No, it was not.
Ah, shit.
Oh, they didn't go that way. Why? Why? Oh, they're killing me by not... Oh, whoop, I just blew myself up. Get wrecked, cops.
So you can just immediately drive left and then drive right to go to the next city. Oh my god, the cops are fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I basically just skipped ahead like 20 levels by just driving left and then right.
Oh, interesting.
Because the left one warps you to the other side of the screen, and then the right one is the exit. So
Right.
yeah, I was on level 8.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So I was wondering what that number was. That tells you what level you made it to, I guess.
Oh.
So I guess level 8 must be the highest one.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Are we ready to rank?
I'm almost dead. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm at 5,000.
Ooh.
Yeah, killing it.
That's a very high score. Of course, it went a little further in 1983 than it goes today.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's up. One more. Last life.
All right. So yeah, you can also press the game select switch and just start out at level 8 if you want to see how fast everything gets that way.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Oh god, this is nuts.
Okay. Got those.
God, the cop car just immediately spawns when you get a bank.
Oh, wow.
Like it is on your ass right away. That sucks. Although I guess I can immediately put dynamite down.
Sure.
You gotta be on that dynamite button.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, on level 8, if you get a bank and then immediately turn the other way, you'll run into a cop car because it will have already spawned.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nope, nope. Oh my god, that's hard. Although you rank up that
Piss.
that gas pretty quickly that way.
Cool. Damn. Almost 7,000. Got 6,995.
Damn. Well done.
Yeah, this game is super fun.
Yeah. I had a blast with it.
All right.
No pun intended.
No.
All right. Let's bring up a list.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this one's going to do pretty well.
It's a pretty fun game.
I think it's better than Crossbow.
Yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable to play than Crossbow.
Yeah. I would say it's better than Haunted House. They're very different kinds of games. But as like a pure action game, I think Bank Heist might be the most fun one of those we played.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the funnest ones that that we've played so far. Hmm. Is it better than Haunted House? I mean, Haunted House does some cool stuff,
It does.
and the fun factor is definitely high with the game with Bank Heist, but it is very, one note.
Yeah, that's true. It's very arcadey,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and there's really only two actions, drive and dynamite.
Yeah.
And the dynamite isn't like there's not a lot of technique to it. It's just get the timing right.
I wish it didn't flash so much.
Yeah, and I'd say the same about Haunted House.
Oh, for sure. I mean, for sure.
They're both very, very flashy games.
I think scientifically, it's. Man, I don't know. Haunted House is cool because it's random.
Yeah, that's true. It has that roguelike aspect to it, and it did basically invent the genre of survival horror, which
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably a little biased personally because I'm not a fan of survival horror. That's just not a genre of game I'm typically into.
I mean, same.
I I think it's very impressive that they pulled it off on the console.
Yeah.
That it has that very modern feeling kind of experience. But are we letting our biases decide? That's the question we need to untangle.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's where the science has to come into it, And it's
Right.
like,
I mean, Haunted House is a beloved game. Like, that's the kind of game that like on retro game podcasts and stuff, you always hear people telling stories of like being fascinated with that game when they were kids and
okay.
just discovering all of the mysteries and wondering how everything works and uh y- you know not to stereotype kids, but they're kind of into those sort of like creepy games, like the Five
Right.
Nights at Freddy's kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I mean, that could be a very formative experience for a child. They could discover that they have a love of like horror, or you know, it could inspire them to watch horror movies, or go on roller coasters for that kind of thrill, or go to an actual haunted house. It's the sort of thing that can like shape the way a young person shape their tastes in a way that I'm not sure Bank Heist
I would agree. I
would.
would agree. I mean, we basically said it already. I mean, Bank Heist is basically just a different type of Pac-Man,
Right.
and
And there
and
were a ton of those on this console too. Like there are
right.
so many Pac-Man clones, and I think we haven't done the science, but I would say Bank Heist is one of the best of those.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Like it plays great. The controls are tight. There's a bit of a timing thing that you have to get with the dynamite, which is, I mean, is actually kind of cool. I mean, it makes it a little more of a skill type of thing.
right.
I mean, there's occasionally with the way that it places the dynamite is a bit annoying in corners because it'll place it
Yeah.
over top of the wall and won't blow up.
Right.
But I mean, that's nitpicky at best. Um,
Yeah, I think the feel of the game is very good. Like it's up there with like laser gates, in
Definitely.
my opinion.
Yeah, when it comes to
Um,
controls and such, yeah. Man, the thing that it does with the sirens where they're louder as they get closer, that's fucking cool as shit.
yeah, that's a really neat touch.
That's definitely something that other games didn't do. Now there is a thing that we missed with Haunted House that I forgot to mention, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but it did have a um if you were listening, you could literally walk through the entire house without having any light, because when you run into stuff, it makes a different noise based on if it's a wall or a door, um, and things like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you can literally navigate through the entire level. I mean, um, without having to worry about light if you wanted to. I mean, obviously you need the light to be able to pick anything up, but like if you have, like if you're trying, when I beat it the second level the first time, I didn't use a match to get to get out. I just knew like where I was, like based on like where I was at the last time I had light, and just worked my way out.
Right. Yeah, that's a really cool aspect of it.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it has to go below. I think it has to go below Haunted House. But
okay.
I think number 6 is a fucking great spot for a game of this type. Because I mean, at the end, it is just a Pac-Man clone, but at the same time, fuck, dude, it's probably better in my opinion. I don't really hold Pac-Man super high to begin with.
Mhm.
Now I don't know about the. I don't think I've ever actually played the one on the 2600, but like Pac-Man in the arcade, I would probably fucking play this game over the Pac-Man in the arcade.
Yeah, I probably would too. And that's probably a controversial opinion,
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, we have Pac-Man on the system. We have Mousetrap. We have
Oh yeah, there is
uh,
Mousetrap, isn't there?
Lock and Chase. There's that Aliens game, which is kind of a weird Pac-Man. So
Yeah,
we have many Pac-Man clones to explore.
yeah, we do,
But
don't we?
but I agree. Number 6 is a great spot for Bank Heist. I think the controls feeling as good as they do still don't bring it to the level of like an Oistron or a Laser Gates, just because those are so much more fully realized with you know interesting mechanics and everything.
For sure,
Um,
for sure.
but yeah, it is a heck of a good feeling game to play, and for 20th Century Fox,
Hey, good
they
job.
yeah, Megaforce wasn't so great, but Bank Heist is one of the classics, top 10 game,
Definitely,
at, at least for now.
at least for now. Top 10
Well,
game out of 36.
yes, 36 games. So if you want to pick a random game to play, you can roll 2 six-sided dice and multiply them together, and that'll give you a cat.
Yep, that'll give you a cat.
And we just gave you another episode of ranking Atari 2600 games. Special Daylight Saving Sleepy Edition.
Yeah, jeez.
But we pushed through it, and I think we saw some really great games. We saw some really terrible games, and we saw some okay games. And I think that's a good mix to have.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what we go for. We don't want to be top heavy or bottom heavy or just be kind of bland. We want a little bit of everything.
Yep, that's the goal, and that'll be the goal next week. So we'll see you next Sunday. I'm Matt. You can find me at youtube.com/Duke at the Bump. I'm joined by Mike,
Yep.
youtube.com/Morris Draconis. Check us out.
Absolutely.
Like and subscribe. Ring the bell. All the YouTube bullshit. And if you think a friend of yours might like the series, maybe shout us out. It's getting new viewers and new people commenting and stuff is always a treat. And
Absolutely. Yeah, and if there's any game that you again, if there's any game you guys want us to play and you want to see, comment below and we will definitely put it on the list of games to be played.
Yep, absolutely. Well, it's been fun, and I'll see you next week.
Yep. Later, guys.
Bye, everyone.